Chase Chrisley's girlfriend was snubbed at their family reunion. She has chimed in, and fans are in shock. The Chrisleys have not been the most open to getting to know Jodie Fourniret. However, fans did not think this meant she was going to be snubbed and left out of things. There is a lot to unfold and uncover when it comes to this. Keep reading to find out more about this situation. Jodie Fourniret is dating Chase Chrisley. The two started dating after Todd and Julie Chrisley were sent to prison. However, they have been dating since 2023. On the Chrisleys, back to reality, Chase revealed that he asked for her father's permission to propose. However, this did not go as anyone had planned. He proposed after she got out of the shower. She told him no, that was not the way she wanted to be proposed to. However, Chase has not proposed again since that incident. His family was asking him not to propose to Jodie, just because they felt like it was rushed. However, Todd and Julie also wanted to get to know her better. Savannah and Grayson have gotten weird vibes from her the entire time though. Last weekend, Todd, Julie, Chase, Savannah, Grayson, and Chloe all went to an Alabama football game together. It was one of the times all of them got to be together as a family. Jodie commented that Chase wore the shirt she had picked out instead of the one he had wanted to wear. However, fans then noticed that she was nowhere to be seen. Fans think the family is leaving her out majorly. This is mainly because Grayson's girlfriend was in attendance. Fans feel bad for Jodie and hope that the family will one day accept her. It seems as though she wanted to acknowledge that Chase wore the shirt she packed for him instead of what he wanted. However, fans were curious to know why she wasn't there with them. Maybe she had scheduling conflicts. However, fans think it is mainly the family leaving her out. However, no one understands why this is happening. What do you think about this? Are you shocked? Sound off in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts on this situation. The Chrisley family has never been strangers to drama, but this time, the tension didn't come from Todd or Savannah. Instead, fans have turned their attention to Chase Chrisley and his girlfriend, who recently sparked a storm of speculation after making a cryptic social media post that many believe hinted she was snubbed from a recent family reunion. For a family that once prided itself on picture-perfect unity, this new twist has reignited old questions about loyalty, priorities, and the unseen cracks behind those dazzling smiles. As whispers of a rift grow louder, it seems Chase's girlfriend may have had more to say than anyone expected. A reunion without a plus on the Chrisley family reunion was supposed to be a healing moment. With Todd and Julie still serving their respective sentences, Savannah had taken charge, organizing what fans described as a hopeful gathering meant to rekindle closeness among siblings and extended family. Savannah posted several heartwarming photos to her Instagram stories. Siblings laughing, cousins playing, and everyone smiling for a sunset group shot. But as fans scrolled, one question rose to the surface. Where was Chase's girlfriend? 4 months. Chase had been vocal about his relationship. From cozy couple selfies to joint vacations, the two had been inseparable. Yet, at this major family event, she was nowhere to be seen. Her absence didn't go unnoticed, especially when fans spotted Chase sitting alone in several photos, looking slightly detached. A detail that quickly became the focus of social media commentary. A message that spoke volumes just hours after the reunion photos went live. Chase's girlfriend took to her own Instagram page with a story that sent fans into a frenzy. The post was simple but cutting. A black background with white letters reading, "Sometimes silence tells you everything you need to know." She didn't tag anyone. She didn't elaborate. But she didn't have to. Within minutes, followers began connecting the dots, commenting under her latest post with messages like, "Did they not invite you?" And "Girl, they better not have left you out again." Others tried to defend the family, suggesting she might have been busy or couldn't attend. Still, the timing felt intentional. To those familiar with the Chrisley dynamic, subtle social media shade is nothing new. The family has often aired their feelings through carefully worded posts, likes, or unfollows, and fans suspected this was another chapter in that ongoing pattern. Chase, caught in the middle. Chase has always been the family's charming peacekeeper, the one with a mischievous grin, an easy laugh, and a knack for avoiding the worst of the drama. But being in love with someone outside the Chrisley bubble has presented challenges. Insiders close to the family have suggested that Chase's girlfriend has sometimes felt like an outsider, struggling to find her place among the strong personalities that define the Chrisley clan. One source described the situation this way: "She loves Chase, but it's not easy. His family is close, and sometimes that closeness can feel like a wall rather than a welcome." In the months leading up to the reunion, Chase had been quieter on social media. He'd shared fewer posts, fewer family moments, and seemed more focused on building his own identity away from the chaos. Yet, when it came time for the reunion, his choice to attend without his partner, whether by decision or circumstance, seemed to reopen wounds that hadn't fully healed. Savannah's subtle response. Savannah Chrisley, ever the PR-minded sister, didn't directly address the situation, but she did post a caption that many interpreted as a response to the speculation. Under a photo of her and Chase, she wrote, "Family isn't perfect, but it's always worth showing up for." Fans immediately flooded the comments. Some praised her for keeping things positive, while others accused her of throwing shade toward Chase's girlfriend. "This feels like a dig," one user commented. "Just say you didn't invite her," another added. Whether intentional or not, Savannah's words poured more fuel onto the rumor fire, leaving fans divided about who was really at fault. The pressure of public love. Chase's romantic life has often been under the microscope, particularly following his long, complicated relationship with Emmy Metters. Their highly publicized engagement and eventual split played out across multiple headlines, podcasts, and even his family's show. After their breakup, Chase seemed determined to move differently. He began seeing someone new but made a point to keep their relationship semi-private, a sharp contrast to his previous pattern of public declarations. Yet the spotlight followed them anyway. Every like, every comment, every appearance or absence became part of a larger narrative about Chase's happiness and the Chrisley family's approval. This latest reunion drama, whether real or perceived, has only reignited questions about whether Chase's family has truly accepted his new love. "You were either in or you're out." A friend of Chase's girlfriend reportedly told a small fan account that she has struggled to navigate the unspoken rules of the Chrisley household. "It's like you're either in or you're out. There's no in-between," the insider claimed. She's tried to be respectful, to give Chase space with his family, but sometimes it feels like she's being punished for not being part of the inner circle. Fans on Reddit and X, formerly Twitter, echoed similar sentiments, with some pointing out that the Chrisleys have always had a tight-knit, almost insular energy. With Todd's influence looming large even from prison, loyalty and image are everything. One viral comment summed up the sentiment perfectly: "If Todd doesn't approve, it's not happening. Period." Chase's silence speaks loudest. Interestingly, Chase himself has remained quiet amid the speculation. No comments, no clarifications, just silence and a few cryptic likes on motivational posts about choosing peace over drama. For fans, that silence is telling. Some interpret it as a sign of maturity, that Chase is learning to protect his private life from public intrusion. Others believe it indicates something deeper, a quiet frustration, a man torn between the woman he loves and the family he can't escape. "He's always had that boyish charm, but you can tell he's tired," one fan commented on Reddit. "He's been through so much, his parents, the fame, the breakups. Maybe he's just done explaining himself." If that's true, Chase's restraint might be less about avoiding drama and more about reclaiming control of his narrative. Family in transition. It's impossible to discuss the Chrisleys without acknowledging how drastically their world has changed in recent years. With Todd and Julie incarcerated, The family dynamic has been upended. Savannah has taken on a parental role for Grayson and Chloe, while Chase has oscillated between independence and quiet loyalty. In many ways, the reunion was meant to symbolize stability, a show of strength amid adversity. But for Chase's girlfriend, being left out of that moment may have felt like confirmation that she's still standing on the sidelines. If she truly wasn't invited, it raises questions about who made that decision and why. Was it to avoid unwanted attention? To prevent tension with other family members? Or was it, as some fans fear, a deliberate move to maintain control over the family image? Despite not being an official Chrisley, Chase's girlfriend has quietly built her own following. Many fans admire her resilience and grounded nature, praising her for staying composed while surrounded by chaos.